What's up, ladies and gents? Social Nurse here. I still encourage those of you that are interested in education, getting a formal education, to do so. I also think that vocational expertise, technical expertise is extremely important. I believe that all the money that Mackenzie Scott has donated specifically to the United Negro College Fund and HBCU colleges. Do some research, look them up. I'm not going to list them all in this video. We need to encourage our young people, and maybe you're not so young. Maybe you want to go back to school and you're 30 or whatever, to look into these colleges. It is going to get rough. It is already rough. Education is being changed, and in a way that will keep people from advancing. See, part of the thing that some immigrants knew to do, and I'm not an immigrant, I don't have an immigrant background, I'm ethnic Black American, but it doesn't only show up in our communities where you may go to a clinic in your community. It's across America. You see more Indian doctors in some communities than you do Caucasian doctors. Even Caucasians that have descend from the original settlers, right? The settlers, the people that came into America and did what they did. It is what it is. Immigrants knew to get their foot in a demanding field, that if you eliminate all of them, you will see the field suffer. Right? You see a lot of Indian doctors, right? And that was smart to pursue a field that would impact a nation that you're really possibly one generation deep in. And the way that the Trump administration is attacking education, it is a way to make sure that people feel defeated, that people are not able to get loans. And if you don't like education at all, keep going. Not every video is for everyone. Well, actually commentary, because it's not much of a video. I pretty much babble and yap about things I'm concerned about or find interesting. But as part of the implementation process, the Department of Education has decided to change the definition counted as a professional program. And I'm going to name what they've determined, the fields, the education that will lead to being in these fields. I'm going to name what they have determined to be professional college programs: medicine, pharmacy, dentistry, optometry, law, veterinarian medicine, osteopathic medicine, podiatry, chiropractic, theology, and clinical psychology. Okay? I'm now going to list what is not mentioned. What is not mentioned as professional programs: physician assistants, nurse practitioners, physical therapists, and audiologists. This is going to affect specifically graduate nursing, nurses with advanced degrees, nurse practitioners, nurse anesthetists, nurses that have a specialty in surgery, right? And when nurses pursue these fields, I'm speaking specifically about nurses. Many nurses will take loans to do this. And if you want to do that, you're not going to get a loan for it because it has not been listed as a professional program along with some of the other ones I mentioned. Although these list of programs were not mentioned, it doesn't mean you should not pursue them if you are able to get that education at a more affordable price that does not necessarily require that you take a government loan. I say keep your eye on it to make sure that they don't just totally somehow get rid of these advanced degrees in the fields that I've mentioned that were not included. Again, physician assistants, nurse practitioners, physical therapists, and audiologists were excluded from the list of professional programs. Now, I say go for the gusto if you can. If you can become a pharmacist, a dentist, an optometrist, a lawyer, by all means, I think that's what we need, right? But you've got to take advantage of the millions and millions and millions of dollars that have been recently donated to these HBCUs and specifically the United Negro College Fund. I'm going to put a link to articles concerning these donations. A lot of people donate, right? But specifically, Mackenzie Bezos, Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, has a lot of money, billions, because she divorced the owner of Amazon. And it just is what it is. We should not be surprised that the Trump administration is making educational changes. If anyone had been paying attention, Project 2025, and prior to that, the attempts to dismantle things, happened in the president's first administration. So it is what it is. Do what you've got to do. Just my thoughts, Socialverse.